Hey, Garden State, my name is Sally. I'm missing you guys on the podcast.
What's going on, Garden State? Missing the podcast. What happened to you guys? It used to be the highlight of my Friday mornings.
Just wondering where you guys have been. I'm sure you're getting a lot of these calls, but
definitely missed the podcast. Hope you guys come back soon.
You guys haven't posted since April 3rd. Every Friday. Heartbreaking. Devastating. I don't really know what's going on. I just want to hear you guys again. It's been the highlight of my week to listen to you guys.
We're back.
Wow, I have to say, Josh just clicked the button on our soundboard and played
That was the first time Josh heard that.
I hadn't heard that little intro before. That was amazing.
All right, cue the intro. Go. Start the show.
Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this quarter of the year. My name is Josh Sobo.
And I'm Josh Chomik.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
So, first off, I didn't know that intro existed. That was beautiful and heartbreaking.
A bunch of mailbags came in, Josh, while we were away, of people just confused. They're like, where are you guys?
You know what that felt like? That felt like...
pretty epic, right?
I've been watching a lot of these Netflix murder docs.
Oh.
You ever see those?
Yeah, of course.
I watched the one about the lady in Texas and the baby. Did you hear about this?
No.
Don't watch it. It was bad. If you know, you know. If you're listening, but if you don't know, you don't need to know.
Terrifying.
There's something about those docs where they'll play the music like that, and they'll have like a voicemail from the mom being like, "Hey, just checking in on you. Where you been?"
Yes, that's exactly like what I wanted it to feel like that.
And like we're dead. Mm-hmm. The podcast is dead.
I was looking for like a bunch of documentary epic soundtracks for it, and that one just felt right.
Man, well, it's good to be back.
We're back.
People probably want to know where we went.
Yeah, what was supposed to be like a 2-week break kind of turned into a 2-month.
I think we just got a little cozy with not doing the pod, and I think
really cozy.
Like we're not the type of people that have to come on here and be like, what's the word? We don't have to pretend to be something we're not here. We can just be very honest. I think we just
guys, they're silencing us. They're silencing us.
Oh shit!
Here's the truth.
Our producer at 101.5 is shutting this down.
Should I title this "The Truth Revealed"?
Yes. Get them to come back.
Silence no more.
Yeah, no, there is no truth revealed. We just have very busy lives. And yeah, I mean, like, I would like to do this podcast every week. It's just time. You go, let's take a week off, and it turns into 3 months, and you're like, let's get back to the pod. Let's get back on the horse. Now, we do owe the listeners an apology because people were looking for us, and they've been loyal to us. We've done almost 200 episodes. What are we at?
It's 180 something, I think.
And we've never taken a break that long.
No, that was the first time. It's been like 3-4 years of us just kind of just hauling. And
yeah, 4 years.
We always say, like, we have full-time jobs. We all have lives outside of the podcast, so it kind of gets hard sometimes.
I don't want to be dramatic. We're belaboring the point. Guys,
yes,
we're back. Let's move on.
Back.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I will say, though, I haven't really checked the news in the past 2 weeks.
Well, because here's the thing.
And it's kind of nice.
And this is the thing. Yeah.
It gets draining.
The news is always the same in New Jersey. And you do it, like, guys, listen, if you've listened to the last 50 episodes and you're like, wow, I've listened to a lot of New Jersey news. We've done almost 200 episodes of talking about the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the news needs to be done away with. We need to just talk about ridiculous, fun stuff in New Jersey.
I would love that.
Like, I don't want to talk about the spending budget for 2027 with Mikey Sherrill. Like, I don't want, come on.
And I think we always kind of like the goal when we first started the podcast was to like stray away from stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
our first story is Buttstown or Buttsville.
Yeah, Rahway, New Jersey.
Rahway's original name was Buttsville because a man took his wife out in the street and spanked her publicly.
Is that actually like the meaning? Buttsville?
Let's pull it up right now. What's the
I remember he spanked someone, but like I didn't know that's why it was called Buttsville.
This is what inspired the podcast, guys. If you want to know where our brains are at, Spanktown, that's what it was, not Buttsville.
Wait, what was Buttsville though? We did a story on that.
Hot Dog Johnny's is in Buttsville.
Oh, so it's an actual
along the Delaware, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Spankstown.
Here's the actual background. This was the first story.
Goodness.
The first kind of origin story for our podcast. And I'm pulling this up from Reddit.
I'm pretty sure we used Reddit too when we did the story.
So the name comes from an incident where a settler disciplined his wife in public by spanking her. Spanking took place with her clothes on, of course. It was a cultural norm.
Thank God.
It was a cultural norm at the time, to the extent when a woman saw another woman being publicly spanked, the woman gossiped about what wrong things she had done. Apparently, the woman spanked must have been of importance since everybody found out about it. Again, it just feels like a normal person, Jane Doe, nobody would have cared. So this is a Redditor talking about it. So yeah, that was the first, that was square one for us with this podcast.
Yeah.
We read that story
And we're
then-
dying laughing.
Really? Do you know how, Josh, can we tell them how we found this out? Do you remember the origin of, this is what inspired the podcast.
There's a sign
Okay,
in Rahway that
we-
says Spankstown
We were standing, okay, if you know
next to the hot dog truck.
for the people listening, if you know St. George Avenue, what's that park? Rahway
River Park.
Yeah, with the football field. On the St. George side of that park.
Yep.
We were getting a hot dog at the hot dog truck.
Gotta get
we're
the hot
so
dog.
stupid.
So good.
We're just two idiots, like fumbling through life at the hot dog truck. And we look up. If you go, true story, there's a big sign there, a big plaque commemorating Spankstown.
And I do believe that's one of our first posts on the Garden State. It's like a photo of us underneath
Yes,
the sign.
we were standing by the sign.
Yeah.
We were like, "This is amazing. Let's make a story about it." And I think that's weirdly when you say it out loud, this podcast is weirdly serendipitous and it's just bizarre how things work.
Well,
that we were there getting that hot
It
dog.
made us want to kind of look into more parts of the Jersey that we didn't know. And like, are there other crazy stories like this throughout the state?
Who else has been spanked?
Exactly. It might have been happening all over the state.
Hey, listen.
But so that somehow that transitioned to us talking about news and things happening in New Jersey.
Well,
I don't know.
Here's why it happened for the listeners. You want to know why it happened? We started with interesting, like public interest stories. The Spank story. We did the deserted village up in Walpack, the Walpack Valley, the damming. If you don't know that story, really interesting story. All these super interesting pieces. And then there was one story that we talked about. We read the news story. I'll never forget it. The state considering bringing back the blue license plates. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And that video got 2,000 likes overnight. And we were like, dog, this is the path. Let's read the
Going viral.
news. There's endless news. We could talk about it forever. We'll never run out of content. And we were right. We never have.
There is an endless amount of
And
news.
we were right. We got 450,000 followers out of it.
Yeah.
But you reach a point where you're like, I just want to go back to Spanktown. Take me to Spankstown.
Take me to Spanktown. It's a beautiful place. Rahway, New Jersey.
one-stop
Listen,
ticket.
if you guys have never been to Rahway, New Jersey, check it out. Lots of good places to eat around. I grew up right next to Rahway my entire life. I lived in Rahway for a few years.
Really?
And you can get a dog in Rahway. Hopefully the hot dog truck is still there on St. George Ave, but that's where the sign is.
Well, if you look up the Rahway River Park on Google Maps,
Yeah, Steve, you'll
I'm going to pull it up right now for my own benefit. And you go to the St. George side, like I said.
right there. Boom.
Yeah. Here we go. That's where the hot dog truck, this gentleman always sits out there, and he's got to be killing it. Let's see if that truck's out there. Oh, yeah. Is that him? That red truck?
No, keep going. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
So see if you can see the Spanktown sign.
Okay.
It's
yes.
that right there,
okay,
right? Can you zoom
guys,
in?
Everyone needs to go
Yeah.
on Google Maps and understand if you look at the visual of this hot dog truck next to the sign, this plaque, and we're standing there eating chili dogs, scarfing them
Beautiful
down,
sight.
just
Beautiful
hanging out.
sight. Good vibes.
Like a couple of morons, Dumb and Dumber. And we look up and we read this. I read this plaque, and I'm
Is that
enamored.
really where it came from? Or like you just knew about the story? I don't remember.
I didn't
this.
know the story. I remember reading the sign.
It's crazy. Now, what if the mayor of Rahway today brought his wife out into the street, gave her a little,
Oh, he'd be done.
little whip?
He'd be done.
You think it would go viral? Like if we covered it?
If we covered it, do views for sure. That's
Do you
a
think he
viral
would get
story.
canceled?
Yeah, brother. I think it'd be over.
But it's
I
like
think.
it's Spanktown.
Listen, we used to be a country. No, I'm kidding. I don't think that'd go over well with the media. I'll be honest with you. But it's good to be back. It feels good to just talk. Something about being here, just talking.
See,
I
I feel like you've been silenced. Like you need the
Yeah,
microphone.
I
You
need
were
it. I
born
need
for the
it.
mic, Josh. And I always tell you this: you have a good radio voice, and you need the pod.
Dude, can I tell you a crazy story for the listeners?
Sure.
This is not to stroke my own ego, but I just want to tell you how life is crazy.
By the way, where's that water bottle you brought?
And this is why I don't stress. If we take a 2-year sabbatical from the pod, it all works out in the end.
We'll still be here.
I've been putting a fence around my yard. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been documenting my home DIY
Big
projects.
fence guy. It's a beautiful fence.
Thanks. Split rail, classic American fence, which is the most American fence, the split rail fence. And because I'm on a corner lot, everybody walks by my property and everybody wants to talk to me while I'm working on my fence. I'd prefer to just work on the fence, but I make so many friends.
You're
'cause
so popular.
I'm an extrovert.
Everyone loves to talk to you.
It drives my wife insane. If I'm in line at ShopRite, I'll make friends at the checkout. I like to talk to people. I have
It's
big
not
one.
a bad thing in this generation. People don't like talking to people.
I just love people. I think people are so much fun. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but people are so fun to talk to.
yeah. Characters.
So my one neighbor, get to talking to him and his wife, super sweet couple. They're walking their dog. They go home. A few days later, he comes by and goes, "Hey, I saw your video on the data centers. We made this video on our Instagram. If you guys don't follow us, you should be. It'd be amazing if you don't. On the Kenilworth data center thing."
Yep.
And he goes, "Great piece." And by the way, I'm on FaceTime with Josh while this is all happening.
Yeah, I witnessed this.
I put my
over
phone
FaceTime.
down and-
I'm just listening.
Yeah, the guy didn't know I was on a call. And he goes, "I was Larry King's senior producer. He was in my wedding.
That's crazy.
And then I created the Nancy Grace show on CNN. And then I created a show on Fox Business." He said something like, he's like, "You got talent. I know some people at Fox if you want to get in."
yeah, he's like, let me connect you with some
He's like, "Let me connect you with some people. You're good." He's like, "I'm not in TV anymore, but I still have all the same old connects." And I was like,
You can't say no to that.
guys, mind you, I didn't shower. I probably reeked of BO and my hair was a mess. I'm digging a hole. I'm
He
digging
saw
a
you
trench.
working. Yeah, it was a normal day.
I'm digging a hole for this fence, and I'm like, maybe I should like, let me go inside and take a shower, and we'll talk about this. But that's just how crazy life is. The guy could, who knows? You're putting a fence in, and then the podcast we have the backing of a major news network.
So the big
Could
news
happen.
is Josh is leaving the Garden State for Fox News.
I have the 7 o'clock slot. No, I'm kidding. That'd be cool. But I say that story to say this podcast has brought the weirdest interactions ever into our lives. This guy's my neighbor. He lives on my block. How would I ever know?
That's crazy.
He saw me on Instagram.
So many people know you and they won't even say anything. That's the crazy part too.
I don't really care one way or the other because I don't want to be on TV. Not that I think I'm worthy of that, but I wouldn't want to be on TV. I think podcasting.
I mean, like, look at our clips on
is
Instagram.
the
Your
wave.
face is spread throughout millions of views. Like, people
Yeah.
have seen your face all over the state, which is
Yours
nuts.
too. You're more recognizable than me.
But like, I know you're on camera more than I am. But like, I was gonna say, the past week, like, once a week I'll be walking downtown where I live, and someone will drive by and roll their window down and be like, "Brother, I love your podcast. Keep it
So
going."
this is the
And
sign,
it's like-
Josh. We
and
got to
that-
keep going. We got to keep pushing through.
3 days ago, it happened again, and I was just like, "Oh man, we have to do the podcast."
Yeah, we got to get back after it. So we're back,
People are
everybody.
hungry.
Sorry for the long intro. You know, we have a hunger.
Oh, and Jordan's sick, and then Jimmy's busy, so they're bummed.
They just aren't
couldn't come
part of it
tonight.
anymore. We're moving on without them.
I like them in it though.
Yeah. So
They're the fellas.
before we do maybe a mailbag, we have an interesting show tonight for you guys. We got a few good stories coming back. I think these are actually really interesting ones. The first one we're going to go through deals with a story we did maybe 18 months ago, and it's regarding
Oh, so you're skipping mailbag? You're going straight
No,
into it.
I just want to give a little smattering
Okay,
of
okay.
where we're going for the people. We're
Cool.
trying something different here.
Roadmap.
Yeah, a little roadmap. This is the only one I want to give, though. We, about 18 months ago, we did a story about a former mob hitman. I believe he allegedly murdered 14 people. I might have that number wrong, but from what I remember, he was accused.
He did a lot of bad things.
And took a plea deal with the cops. And he ran for the town council in Englishtown. I remember us going off about this whole thing when it happened, and now he's back in some hot water. So we're going to get to that. There's a lot of stories like
Yes.
that coming up tonight. But before we do, Josh Chomick.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes.
It's summer.
Yeah.
We're officially in summer. It was spring last time we did the
Oh
podcast.
my gosh,
Josh, have
yes.
you even been to the beach yet this year?
No, haven't been to the beach. I've been working on my house every day, day in, day out.
So you haven't been to the beach?
I have not been once.
I haven't even been down to the beach yet. I feel like I'm wasting my summers away.
Really?
When was that?
I was randomly cleaning up my hard drive the other day, and I clicked on like a pod from 2024 of June. And like I just randomly scrolled through, and that was the one thing I heard you say. So I was waiting to hear if you answered the same thing today.
It makes me sick because of the fact
That's 2024.
that life never changes. You think you're going to change? I'm the same person I was 2 years ago. That makes me kind of sad. I want to get to the beach.
You have a house you're working on. It's very different than you were in
Yeah.
2024. You didn't have a house.
But what am I working on the house for? I'm working on the house so on a Saturday morning I load up the car with the kids.
So you can just leave it
The
and go to the
ketchup,
beach.
the ketchup fights, the picket fence. You get down to the beach.
The
and-
split rail fence.
Split rail fence. But no, I have not been to the beach yet. I'd love to get down. Hoping within the next few weeks I'll be taking a
I'm
Saturday
gonna
trip.
clip that
And yeah,
show it in 2028.
I love it. How's your summer been so far? We're not in summer yet. We're 3 days in.
Yeah. 3 days in.
So summer just launched, soft launch.
The longest day of the year was this past Sunday. So it only gets darker earlier now, day by day. It's kind of scary to think about it that way, but that's the way I think of it. Like every time I see a sunset, I'm like, this is going to happen earlier and earlier every single day.
Yeah.
Until December 21st.
I just feel like life is in warp speed. The last 5 years of my life, every month, I'm like, how did another month just pass? We're already halfway through the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's why we haven't done a pod, because every week kind of just flies by and we're just like, yeah, we'll just do like next week, or like something came up, we're busy. Let's do a pod like the next week. And that's why we're here now.
You got to get after it.
2 months later.
So things have been good for me. What's your summer looking like? Are you golfing at all? What have you been getting into? No golfing.
You changed my life.
With running.
I replaced golf with running, and now I'm widely obsessed.
You should tell the listeners what you're training for.
Well, I'm going to say that, but before that, we have another race coming up July 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Which you're running with me.
We're doing the Firecracker 4-miler in Cranford. This is a yearly tradition on the 4th of July. We may or may not be garnering ourselves.
Garnering?
What's the word? We sound stupid right now.
You brought it up.
We may or may not be dressing as the founding fathers. I don't want to give that away here, but if you see George Washington, walking around.
If you see Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah.
If you see...
I claim George Washington. That's the ego I have.
I like Hamilton's costume, so that's why I picked him.
I was in a group chat with you guys, and I said, I claim Washington.
Who else do we have?
We got Thomas Jefferson. Yep. We got Ben Franklin. That's my brother. And then one other.
Which one's Eric?
John Adams.
John Adams. Yes.
So we got a good smattering of classic America 250 coming in hot.
If you guys are near Cranford or you like to run, I think you could still sign up for the Firecracker 4-miler. It's just a 4-mile race around town. It's fun, and we're going to just have fun, so you can come hang out with us, and we'll be the founding fathers. So
it is classic small town America vibes. You run, there's a huge flag over the street, and everyone's having a good time. It's early enough that it doesn't ruin your 4th of July plans. You can go about your day and do what you got to do.
Last year we had the tent set up, so Josh was selling merch, slinging merch. So this year he's running as George Washington. So
yes. The thing is, here's the worst part about this, Josh. I was thinking about this last night. I haven't been running. I'm so out of shape.
It's fine.
I'm dressing as George Washington, and I'm going to be gassed. I'm going to be so out of shape.
And you got to think, it might be 80 degrees, 90 degrees.
People are looking at me like, you can't dress as George Washington and then run a 10-minute mile. You got to get after it.
We're not going fast. We're going to go like 10:30-ish pace. We're going to have fun.
Low and slow.
We got to get Jesse the kite.
Yeah, my brother's Ben Franklin. We're going to get him a kite.
And then maybe like one of us holds the Garden State flag or the American flag. I think that'd be cool too.
I love it. I think it's going to be a good time.
We got that July 4th, and then what I've been working for, I just been running. And if you guys are OG listeners of the pod, Josh has always told me to get into running. I never did. And I saw Josh do his half marathon in Jersey City last year. Yeah, last year. That's like right when I got into running. And now I'm just obsessed with running. So I signed up for an ultra marathon, running a 24-hour race August 1st in Westfield, New Jersey, aiming to run 100 miles. So right now, Josh, I'm 1 week out of peak week. So July 4th weekend, like that week, is a 100-mile week for me. So I'm running 100 miles throughout the entire week.
How do you think you'll do it for 100 miles at this point? Do you think you're ready?
Yeah. I've been running, like the past few weeks, I'm putting like 70-mile weeks in, and my legs feel great. I'm not tired. I'm getting stronger. And you're going to come out.
What do you think your total time will be for 100 miles?
I mean, the goal is in 24 hours. Because the cutoff of the race, it's a 24-hour race. So my goal is 100 miles in 24 hours. So like I know the pacing. I kind of know exactly when I have to stop and fuel. But like honestly, I've never ran more than 32 miles. So it's all like uncharted territory past that point for me.
You remember when when Dwight and Michael go to the conference and Dwight he goes up and does the speech and everyone's really impressed.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Michael's really bummed about it, right? And then afterwards at the bar, he makes Dwight laugh with a story.
No, what was the story? Was it twins?
No, that's a different episode.
Okay.
And then he goes, I entertained a guy who entertained 500 guys. Because he's down on his luck because he didn't do it. Like Dwight was impressed everybody. He goes, I entertained a guy who entertained 500 guys. Did I do my job? You tell me. That's how I feel about you running 100 miles. I inspired the guy that ran 100 miles. Well, did I do my job?
Listen, I can't finish the 100 miles without your help. Like I'm gonna really need your help. Do I have your commitment that you're coming out for the overnight shift? So 12 hours on.
I think I could be there. Yeah, I think I'll.
I
carve
need
it in.
some friend to help because I have a friend who's crewing me. He's like making sure I'm being fed and everything. But he's gonna need some help, Josh.
Can I bring a grill and like grill you up some food?
You could bring whatever. Yeah, it's a park.
We should have your dad bring some. Get some. Get a little rodizio going.
That might be a little too much. I can't be like just pounding down steaks. I mean, I'm gonna have my mom bring the pierogies. Tons of pierogies.
Pierogies are good.
And listen, I just need someone to run with me overnight. That's gonna be the hardest part.
Your time is 9 a.m. till when?
9 a.m.
Okay, so it's pure 24 hours. Is there any chance you do like 9 a.m. to 3 a.m.?
100 miles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yes, in a perfect world, but like I don't know.
If
I
you
have to go
run-
slow. I don't want to burn myself out too early.
If you run at a 10:30 pace nonstop, how long is that?
That's quick. That's what, like 14 hours, 15 hours.
No way.
Yeah, but that's without breaks, and I'll be gassed.
Okay, so let's just say you take some breaks. 16 hours. Could you do it?
I don't know. I want to say I can, but I'm not aiming for that. I'm gonna take the conservative route here. I'm gonna play by the rules, and after mile 60 or 70, if I'm feeling good, that's when I send it. Because I don't want to be at mile 40 and burnt out, and then being like I'm not gonna be able to do 60 more miles. But what I'm scared about is the overnight shift, and that's where I need friends like you to come just pace me and keep me awake, keep me entertained. Because I've never ran 12 hours. I mean, from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. overnight like that. So like, who knows? And that's what's exciting about a race like this. Like, I don't know what to expect. It's going to be a giant experiment on my body.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a fun time.
Experiment on your body.
Yeah.
I think you got it, dude.
I hope so. Like, I'm very excited. I've been training. I've been putting in the work the past 3 months. So I think it's going to pay off.
It's a paved loop.
It's paved, or there's a gravel loop I can also run.
And how big is the loop itself?
0.8 miles.
Oh, that's
so. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm looping 0.8 miles. It's Tamacos Park in Westfield, if you guys know, and you guys could actually sign up if you guys want to run a race. There's a 3 hour, 6 hour, 9 hour, 12 hour, and 24 hour option. So if you only want to run 3 hours and see how many miles you could do that too.
Yeah.
So look it up. Type in like Westfield, New Jersey Ultra Marathon on Google if you guys want information. That's what's going down August 1st. So I keep encouraging people to sign up. I think it's going to be so much. It's just a giant party.
I'm going to document it on our Instagram page.
Yeah,
I'm going to have the listeners send in videos for you.
Oh, to inspire me.
Every time you sit, I'll show you.
That'd be cool.
And last question before we get into the news. So what's the plan for taking breaks? Will you do it like every 4 miles, every 5 miles? Like,
yeah, it depends. My goal is 400 calories per hour. So, I'm sipping calories, but I'm also intaking food. So I think like every few loops, I'll come in, maybe take a snack break or grab a gel, grab some actual snacks from the aid station.
And you're running at what pace?
11-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like very slow. Maybe some like it's a lot of running and walking, or else I'm going to burn myself out.
But if you do 11, okay, let's just say you do 11, what would your total time be? Like 16 hours, something like that?
I have to do the math, maybe 17, 18, but like also like I want some 5-minute breaks here and there to like kind of just put my legs up.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Josh. I don't know, and
it'd be nice for you to wrap at like 6 a.m. and we go to like the Summit Diner for breakfast.
But that's the thing. I have to go 24 hours.
You have to keep going.
Oh, bro, if I'm at 100 miles before 24 hours, you bet I'm going for the course record.
Oh, what's the course record?
I think it's like 108 miles.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So you're going.
And like, I don't want to make that sound easy because I know it's not an easy task at all. I'm going to be struggling. It's going to be hard. Will there be
medical people on the scene?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an official race and all that. But like that's the thing. It's like,
ooh, this is interesting.
I mean, if I'm cooking, if I'm doing good, I have to go all 24 hours. I'm just gonna go and I have to empty the tank. I've never emptied the tank before. I'm gonna empty the tank. Josh.
Oh, the tank.
The tank will be emptied, and I'm not gonna be able to walk for like a week after. So it'll be worth it.
It's exciting though.
It's like an eating contest, and that's the thing too with ultra marathons. Like I've never done a 24-hour race before. I don't know how my body's gonna react to food 12 hours in.
You have a headlamp?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a headlamp.
You need me to bring any of my tools I have for you?
What tools?
I mean, I have like the hyper ice. I have the roller for your leg.
All of it.
You have all the equipment?
I mean, you bring your stuff too. I might need it.
Okay.
If you want to crew me at night, massage me, that'd be great.
Oh, dude, this is going to be great. All right, let's do some news here. That's what the people...
I have to, guys, I updated our soundboard because it's been 2 months and it deleted all my old sounds. So now I just have like a few.
I love the Undertaker sound.
Of course.
Oh, that's juicy.
Isn't that powerful? Do the Taco Bell one.
Why do you have just a bunch of bells?
What?
Did you put all these bells in?
Well, you got Taco Bell. You got Undertaker. You got Vine Boom.
Okay, good. I like this. This is a good board.
So I got to add some more. We're getting there. I downloaded this meme app. Sound effect.
I have.
Oh, I wanted to add the DJ Khaled sound effect.
No,
I got to add that.
I want the one. This is private property.
Oh, got to add this one.
God did.
I like this one.
He said, lock 'em up.
That's what I want.
Lock 'em up.
That's the one I want on the board, but we'll get that.
Call me asparagus.
What? Why do you say that?
Call me because he's dressed in green. God did.
All right, let's get into the podcast. I teased this.
You want to do mailbag really quickly? Get a few calls.
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Let's get one mailbag, then we'll do news here. All right, this is from Evan in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
Our guy Evan.
He's gonna guilt us. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, this is Evan from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I went to the College of New Jersey too, outside of Trent, greatest city in the world. I was just calling because you guys haven't posted since April 3rd. Every Friday, heartbreaking, devastating.
Devastating.
I don't really know what's going on. I don't follow you guys on other social media, so maybe you've said something about it, but I just want to hear you guys again. It's been the highlight of my week to listen to you guys.
That's powerful,
I follow some of you on Strava.
Wait a second.
That's the only way I keep in touch, but let me know if you need help with the podcast. I'll do whatever you want.
I'll do whatever you want.
Hold on, time out.
Evan,
a few things there. Evan.
Legend.
Okay, hold on. Evan doesn't follow any of our social media pages, but he listens to the podcast.
He follows me on Strava, dude.
And he follows you on Strava. Is that normal for our listeners? They don't follow any of the pages?
I wonder that. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Dude, there's so many people that just listen to the podcast.
Evan, that's impressive. I'm like kind of mind blown that.
And I just want to say, Evan, I listened to this mailbag the other day and I realized I've been following you on Strava since like the beginning. He was one of my first Strava followers.
Evan, you gonna come be a part of the pit crew?
I will say Evan is a beast. He's a dog.
Yeah, he gets after it.
He just ran like a 5K in like a 5-minute pace. Like he's one of those.
Evan, dude, if you wanna hop on the street team, dude, if you wanna hop in the pit crew, we're getting matching jackets for your pit crew.
Josh, don't say that. That's a lot of work.
I'm getting red velour jackets.
Wait, 90-degree August weather.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do. Can we do t-shirts?
Whatever you want to do. If you want
pit crew.
If you want to handle that, or Evan, just come to the 4 miler in Cranford and just you'll win the race. You'll probably win the race.
That would be cool.
So fast. And then after you lap us, after you win the race, you can come run slow with us as the founding fathers.
I think it would be really cool if Evan came and won. I'd feel like the kid, the kid in high school or the kid in middle school whose friend beats other people up, and he's like just like right on the coattails. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you're friends with the tough guy.
Yeah,
that'd be me as George Washington running an 11-minute mile and seeing Evan at the end. I'll be like, that's my friend.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my dog.
I invited him, and if you average our times, it's like a 7:30 pace.
Oh, you average them together.
Yeah, if you combine them, like so naturally combined, we're really good.
Evan, I got to come down to Point Pleasant and run, man. We got to run together. It'll be fun.
Nice. All right, let's do some news here. There's a lot of mailbags. They're all kind of that. It's just
literally. Well, you guys heard it in the intro. I kind of pieced them all together.
You guys,
there's a lot going on.
All right, let's get into it. This first story is what I teased earlier. A former mob hitman that turned into a New Jersey councilman has been arrested this week in an extortion case.
Who would have saw this one coming?
I did, literally a year and a half ago.
Yeah, we did this story like 2 years ago or 1 year ago, whenever it was. Yes. We even had the Englishtown mayor come onto the podcast to back this guy up.
Do you want to play the soundbite?
Read the article first, and then I got a soundbite to share with everyone of what the mayor of Englishtown said to us on our podcast.
Yeah, he came in. So, because this guy was a councilman in Englishtown. The week before the mayor came on, I went on this whole rant like I do about how if you live a life of crime and you do your time, the justice system sorts it out. That's fine, but that doesn't mean it qualifies you to be a political leader. In my mind, if you're a mob boss,
you don't forgive him, Josh, for his past, or you just don't want him in this kind of power.
See, but this is how one-dimensional our thinking is there's no shame in our culture anymore. There's no shame for like bad behavior. right?
So like murdering 14 people.
If you've murdered 14 people allegedly, if you've allegedly murdered 14 people,
it's not a good look.
It should disqualify you from any type of leadership for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. That hurts people's feelings. They want to think, give everyone a second chance. No, I'm sorry. Like, I don't. At that point, you can have a second chance with the people in your life. You can have a second chance with God. Go to church, sort it out. You're not getting a second. You're not having a second chance.
Leading my township.
Being a leader of our society. That is weak. That's garbage. I said this a year and a half ago, and you know what? The mayor came on the next week.
The mayor was like, I'm going to set this straight, boys.
We're gonna play a soundbite in a second. Here's what the article says. So this is out of Trenton. New Jersey officials arrested 2 men this week, including a former mob associate turned to local councilman in connection with an extortion investigation. John Elite, 63 of Englishtown, and Stephen Lucrotundo, 67 of Bridgewater, were both arrested on June 19th. New Jersey Attorney General Jennifer Davenport announced. Both men face charges related to loan sharking. Elite has been charged with theft by extortion, corporate misconduct, usury, and terroristic threats. So officials say Elite and Lucrotundo worked together to give out loans with exorbitant interest rates, and then Elite would collect on those loans by threatening to commit violent acts. That's the mob. That's what they do.
I think he threatened someone, like he was going to whack someone with a baseball bat. I think that's what actually he threatened someone with.
We read about this like 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now. And I went on this whole rant. And then the mayor goes, hey guys, can I come on and explain some things? Right. He goes, and I start to second guess myself. I start to go, maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe my gut was wrong on this one. Play the clip.
He is very transparent and open about it, and he's been doing lots of positive work over the last 15 years to turn his life around. And I admire the guy for that. He gives me sober advice on how I should handle my issues politically in the town.
I wonder what that advice is.
The advice is, listen, you give out a loan. If they don't pay back, you break their kneecaps.
Bring a baseball bat out, basically. Now, I can't believe like we had the mayor come on and talk about this guy, and now he's arrested again. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is he was an enforcer for the Gambino family and an associate of John Gotti Jr.'s. All right? If you work for John Gotti, you don't get to be the head of the town council. You don't get to run for public office and decide what's going on with the PBA. Okay? You have disqualified yourself by your own doing. You should be a garbage man. And there's nothing wrong with being a garbage man.
Hey, they're great.
They're the best. But like, you need a job like that where you work every day and your work is cut out for you. Like, you're not leading. You're not even the manager of the garbage men, in my opinion, because, you know, waste management with the mob, that's another thing.
That's where I thought you were going with this thing.
No, I was just saying like a regular job. That's what I meant. Like be an electrician, go be a garbage man. We're not letting you anywhere near power, my friend. What do you think, Josh?
I wanted to give the guy a second chance. I really liked him. I liked his story. I liked what the mayor had to say about him. So the mayor really did it to us, though.
He smoothed things over.
He was so great. He was awesome. So this breaks
is the political
my heart.
process. This is the political process, Josh.
Keep it going, Josh.
So Elite was appointed to a seat on the Englishtown Council in 2025. Before that, he served as an enforcer for the Gambino family and an associate of John Gotti Jr.'s, according to the New York Post. Elite's lawyer, Douglas Stanton, told the Post that John has lived a law-abiding life since leaving behind that life almost 2 decades ago, and that his client is outspoken politically and fights tirelessly for what he believes. This sometimes draws the attention of differing viewpoints, which in modern times could lead people in power taking positions that may not be genuine. Attorney General Davenport said Friday arrest came as the result of rigorous investigative work. So here's what I'm wondering, and I want this, if we're going to put this clip on Instagram and stuff, I want this included. Is he being framed for the crime? Because it's an easy out. He was a mob guy. Everyone's going to go, well, of course the mob guy's doing it again. Is that possible? Or is that my empathetic brain falling for the trap again? What do you think?
No, I think like he got caught red-handed here. That's what Davenport's saying.
That's what she's saying, but do we have the smoking gun? Or in this case, the smoking baseball bat? I'm curious to know, is there going to be legitimate evidence to prove this, or are they trying to smear his name so he can't get reelected? Is he too much of a powerhouse in Englishtown? Too much of a, the type of candidate that makes it really hard.
I got some more info.
Yeah.
Another article here says the former mafia hitman arrested Friday on loan sharking and extortion charges had several weapons in his home that investigators believe he would use to collect debts, the charges against him say. He specifically threatened to take a baseball bat to the head of one person, a police investigator alleged, in a criminal complaint filed with the charges.
Look,
no joke.
Look, from time to time,
when the New Jersey State Police arrested Lee at his home Friday, troopers said they found 6 baseball bats, metal knuckles, an expandable baton, and 2 slapjacks, which are weighted striking weapons that usually include leather pouches filled with lead shot.
Read that list again.
Oh my gosh. Police also found approximately 24 switchblade knives and other types of knives without any explainable lawful purpose.
Yeah, but who cares? Okay, look, you could have a knife collection. That doesn't bother me. Read the other ones again.
6 baseball bats.
Okay, maybe he's in a men's softball league.
Yes, softball league for sure.
All right.
Metal knuckles.
That's cool, but kind of weird. Like to me, I would love to have some brass knuckles.
Yeah, some guys collect that.
On my on my desk while I'm on a work call, I just wear them. But like, kind of weird. Keep going.
How about an expandable baton?
Okay, so
what are you gonna do with that?
I will say older people like to have those batons in their car or in their entryway to their house in case someone breaks in. That I could believe as well. No, keep going. I'm being serious.
All right, how about the 2 slapjacks?
What is a slapjack?
Weighted striking weapons. That usually include leather pouches filled with lead shot. That's what it says. What is that?
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. Now looking at this, that is a little freaky. Honestly, it's a little freaky.
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, Josh.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
Look, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Okay, I'm going to bat for him again now. Maybe he's guilty.
Man, so it's hard to defend him after hearing all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to stop defending him and say, we'll see what the courts say. This state is so politically corrupt that you never know.
I mean, with loan sharking, like, what does he get? Like, what kind of charges is he looking at here?
I'm sure you're going to do in jail time. That's for sure.
Is he going to do jail time, you think? Or you think he has some people that are going to get him out again?
I think the thing is the mob, if you think about it, getting a plea deal 20 years ago with the mob was probably a lot easier than it is now because the mob was probably a lot more active 20 years ago than it is now. You know what I mean? Like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, let's say.
Well, I think the mob is still like crazy active.
It is, but I'm saying 30 years ago.
They're all online now.
I think the families were probably a little different then. Although I could be wrong. You know, if you're part of one of the families, feel free to call in the mailbag.
Yeah,
We'd
let
love
us
to hear
know.
from you. Would love to hear from a mob boss. I would love to actually do a New Jersey piece where we drive around with a mob boss.
Really?
Yeah, if we could do like one of our Vice style investigative journalism piece where we get a mob boss to just take us around Jersey.
It sounds pretty simple. Safe.
We could workshop that. We'll see where it goes.
Let's go.
So we'll see what happens here, guys. I mean,
you think we're gonna have the Englishtown mayor hitting us up again? He's gonna be like, "Can I come back on the pod?"
I hope the Englishtown mayor hits us up again.
I would love to talk to him on next week's episode. That'd be so funny.
He gets a little egg on face for what he said the last time, but hey, we'll give it another shot.
Oh, they also found steroid pills.
Come on. What's wrong with that? The guy can't even get his test up a little bit anymore without getting in trouble.
You let him. He's 63 years old. Let him have the steroids.
I mean, that sounds unethical to a lot of people. That's the boomer mentality with steroids. I'm telling you, every guy that's age 25 right now, when they're 60, will be on steroids.
Why not?
It's
nothing to lose.
It's going to be TRT all the way down.
Peptides, all that stuff.
Let's move on to another story here.
It's a good story.
Do you have an e-bike, Josh Chomick?
No, I do not care about e-bikes. Have you rode an e-bike?
I've never rode one. I would like to try to ride one. They seem super fun.
I can see you because you go to the city. Like I always see like commuters, they have like their e-bikes they like bring onto the train and stuff. I could see you riding an e-bike from your house to the train station.
That I thought about that just to get to the train station. I have thought about that. But there is a story that just came out about e-bike riders, and this is going to be detrimental to every broccoli-haired 16-year-old kid named Braxton.
Quaking.
All the Braxtons, the kids that they pop a wheelie down your downtown strip. E-bike riders in New Jersey will now be required to have a license starting in July. Here's everything you guys need to know.
So yeah, they announced this back in January. We talked about this, but now registrations are opening up at the DMV to get your license next week. So
Yeah, so less than a month before New Jersey's e-bike law takes effect, the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission said it will begin processing e-bike registrations and licenses on June 26th. That is Friday.
If you want to ride an e-bike, you need to have either a driver's license or, if you don't have a driver's license, an e-bike license.
So New Jersey's motorized bicycle law classifies all motorized bicycles as e-bikes, including those with pedals and a motor. An owner and operator must be at least 17 years old with a valid driver's license or at least 15 years old with a motorized bicycle license. The grace period for the new law ends July 19th.
So if you don't have your license by July 19th, you are going to get a nice fat ticket.
They're basically giving people 3 weeks to get this.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say is even in that language, classifies all motorized bicycles as e-bikes, including those with pedals and a motor. It's kind of weird because there's some bikes that have the regenerative motor. Have you used those?
No.
That's what I have rode before. My friend had this bike that as you pedal, I guess you give power to the bike, the electric part.
Yes.
And then also the motor kicks in to assist you. So it's...
But there's a motor.
Yes.
So it's the e-bike, right?
Yes, but it felt like a regular bike that just pushes you a little bit. It makes it a little easier to pedal.
Got it.
Like it didn't feel like
You probably
bike.
need a license now for it.
Crazy. Okay, so the NJMVC said people can start making appointments now on its website, with the first appointments to start for e-bike registrations on Friday. They said the entire process can be completed in a single visit. There are some license requirements to get an e-bike. So individuals who already have a valid driver's license do not need a separate license to ride an e-bike under the law. For those who don't have a valid driver's license, they will have to complete a multi-step process that includes obtaining a permit, passing a knowledge test, practicing e-bike operations, and passing a road test.
I would love to see what the e-bike road test is.
Dude,
can you see a bunch of 15-year-olds taking this test?
If we filmed with Meta glasses, taking
the test, that'd be
a
go
viral
viral.
video.
Yeah.
We should do it.
Yeah, I could, even though I have my driver's license, I could probably be like, I want to get my e-bike license. I want to be safer on the road. Kind of take the test.
We should reach out to the NJ Motor Vehicle Commission and see if...
What do you think that is? They're like riding the e-bike around the parking lot like they do with the car?
I don't know, but for the sake of educating people, it would be a good video for our page.
I think it's great, yeah, especially the amount of kids with e-bikes nowadays. It's terrifying.
So that's what's going on.
If you're a kid, if you're like 15 and you don't have a driver's license, you better get your e-bike license. Just do it. I think it would be pretty cool to take a test and you have a license for it. It's so easy. If you want to be safe and you want to legally be able to ride your bike on the road. I know it sucks. I know a lot of people are just like, this is stupid. I'm not going to abide by it. But guess what? It's happening. So there's nothing you could do about it and you'll get ticketed if you don't have it. So
yeah.
And also be safe. So many kids there's a story once a month of a kid dying due to an e-bike accident. They're dangerous.
You're going to be Ben Franklin on...
Are you going to... Do you have anything against that or like you all about it?
There's this great quote...
Or you think this is taking away the freedoms of everyone who's riding an e-bike now?
So there's this great quote from Benjamin Franklin that says, anyone who desires a little bit of safety at the cost of a little bit of liberty deserves neither.
Okay, Ben.
So if the goal is, I'm going to become safer if I give up some liberty, you're not an American. That's not the American spirit. That being said, 15-year-olds, the state is stepping in because parents don't parent their kids anymore. We've talked about this. So like if these parents did their job and told their 15-year-old, you're not getting a $3,000 e-bike and ripping wheelies up the street, like we're taking it away because you don't know how to manage yourself, then this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So it seems like the state has to step in.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my thoughts.
I wonder if they are going to be like going crazy with ticketing, like right when it goes into effect in July, because I feel like there's so many kids riding now.
I think they're going to ticket people. I think this is what the cops have probably been waiting for, because right now their hands are kind of tied behind.
No, they're watching the kids going crazy on the roads.
Yeah,
They're like,
there's not much they can do.
July's right around the corner, baby.
And also, I'm sure there will be some road rules at this point if you get a license. Like, are they going to change it so that you
can't ride like on a lane?
You can do a
with
wheelie
cars?
with traffic.
Probably.
I mean, get your license suspended.
I'm not sure about that. I would have to look into it.
All right, so let's move on to another story here, and maybe we wrap on this one. Josh Trump, what do you think?
Yeah, well, we can do the fun one at the end too.
Okay.
Just so we end on a light note.
So this one is about a story that happened about a month ago. The New Jersey man who went on a stabbing spree in Penn Station is now facing 7 counts of attempted murder.
Here's all the details you need to know about this guy, and more information is coming out about this story by the day. So it's really scary. He's from New Jersey.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's from New Jersey.
And also, this is not his first stabbing either. So,
well, this is the point that makes me crazy about New Jersey, the justice system here. So this guy's name is Hector DeLeon. He's 51 years old. He was arraigned in Manhattan last week. The New Jersey man is charged with 7 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of assault, 6 counts of attempted assault, and 4 counts of assault. So this was a terrifying attack in the middle of Penn Station during an incredibly busy time in New York City. We will pursue accountability in this matter and continue to prioritize preventing these types of random and violent incidents from occurring in the first place. That was Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. His defense attorneys have requested a mental health eval, according to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. So this will be the angle: is he's just crazy, let him out, he can't go to jail, and he'll go stab more people.
Yep.
This is the endless cycle of the American justice system right now, is you could have 6 people hopping on a train to go home from work, and all you have to do is just claim he's crazy, which maybe he is crazy. At that point, you're not fit to be a part of society anymore.
And Josh will talk about it, but he stabbed someone before, and New Jersey let him off again. And then this happened a few days later. Crazy.
Yeah, and so...
When was that, Josh?
So this... In 2022, he was charged with stabbing a man in the throat in Newark, New Jersey. At the time, DeLeon was living at a public housing complex in Newark. The stabbing happened along the same street in the parking lot of a place where the victim worked. So if someone's leaving work in the parking lot, he comes up and stabs him in the throat. What happened to that? You know what happened? They let him back out on the street.
That's Jersey.
They let him back out on the street. Remember when that guy killed the seagull? There was a story in New Jersey. A seagull took his daughter's French fry, and the dad ripped the seagull's head off. Mm-hmm. Pretty gruesome stuff, but also like he went to jail.
Yeah,
he went to jail. He killed a seagull. People, the moms of Upper Montclair on Facebook, the insufferable millionaire moms who all they want to do is virtue signal about animals, were going off about this seagull. The seagull. But what about a person in Newark trying to leave their job that gets stabbed in the throat?
No, he deserves a second chance.
He's crazy, guys. He can't go to jail. Let's let him out. Then guess what happens? Your sister's leaving work in Penn Station and gets stabbed as well. This is crazy, dude. This is the issue with our justice system. There's this old saying, don't be so open-minded that your brain falls out. That's where we're at. People are so open-minded on crime that their brains have fallen out. This guy needs to be put away for life in prison. Otherwise, someone else will be the victim. Some other
100%.
person will be the victim of his crimes.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
The attack on Sunday, June 7, began at 6:59 p.m. and lasted fewer than 2 minutes, according to the Amtrak police officer who reviewed surveillance video. The same officer was among the cops who confronted and arrested the suspect. It goes into all the detail. If you didn't read about this story, it's crazy.
I just think about that could be your dad. Like,
yes, that's why.
It could be me. I take trains from Penn all the time. It could be anybody you know that commutes, walking in the train station, doing the right thing, working their job, trying to make a living for their family, and you get stabbed by some crazy guy that should have already been in prison, but the justice system failed these people.
Every time we walk in Penn Station, bro, there are crazies running around left and right. You got to always be aware of like who's around you, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's scary. It's not a fun place to be.
These people that got stabbed should be able to sue the state of New Jersey. They should be able to bring a suit against the state and say, you understood he was a threat, and you let him back out, and now I have to deal with it. Like,
yeah,
I know that's probably not possible within our justice system, but it should be. You should be able to sue New Jersey, so they have to change the laws.
The 5th victim was sliced with a knife and suffered a large cut along his right cheek.
Ugh.
Like, oh my gosh, bro, this guy just went mad.
Yeah, he's crazy, but it's just a ridiculous story all around. And I want to end on something. I wouldn't say it's lighthearted. It's lighthearted, but it's
pretty dark.
It's a little dark, but it's also not murder and getting stabbed.
It's kind of depressing.
So this is for those housing hopefuls out there, people that have been wanting to get a house. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he's like, I'm in a 1-bedroom with my my daughter, and we just really want to get a house, my wife and I. And I feel for people in New Jersey right now that are struggling to figure out housing, the dream of owning a home, right? The American dream.
I want to own a home.
Yeah, it's slipping from people's hands. This story is kind of ridiculous. There's a 1-bedroom tiny home that just hit the market for $500,000 in New Jersey. So this is...
I think people need to like see what this home looks like in order to get like the whole understanding of this story.
Yeah. So a tiny house in New Jersey is making some big waves after hitting the market for the very large price of $499 in an apparent attempt to capitalize on an area's extraordinary low inventory levels and the home's alluring proximity to New York City. So this house is in Bogota, New Jersey. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Bogota. I never say that town's name.
I think that's right, Bogota.
And it's... I mean, you gotta look at the photos, Josh Chomick.
How can people look up these photos?
If you just look up Bogota Tiny House, Bogota,
it's like
tiny
a little
house,
box.
it'll come up. It is literally, you open the front door, a living room, you see the washer and dryer in the living room, a kitchen, and there's a doorway in the back for the bedroom. It's 1 bedroom. It is 1 bedroom, my friend. So
it's the funniest looking house.
It's a funny looking house.
And you know what's crazy? It's probably going to sell for more than that.
The article says, while the price tag may seem enormous when compared to the pint-sized property it is attached to, it is actually well below the median listing price for both Bogota and Bergen County, which currently sit at $700,000 and $799,000 respectively.
It's disgusting.
So in Bergen County, the median home price is $800,000, and you're probably getting a 3-bed, 1-bath Cape Cod for that. New Jersey's out of its mind. We're losing our minds. So that means buyers who are prioritizing location may well see the dwelling as a prime opportunity to get their foot on the local property ladder for much lower price than they thought. So
who would want to live there?
I mean, I guess I could see a play where you buy it so you could build on it.
Can you build on it? Like, how small is the property?
I mean, dude, I don't think you could build
There's
on it.
like, you could barely fit through the side of the house. Look how tiny that is. Look at the fences.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
Why would you want to live like that?
It's pretty bizarre.
Like, get an apartment at that point. It's bigger than this.
And they even do a good job with the flip. They put the vinyl plank flooring in, and it just looks cheesy. I mean, like, if you're going to make a tiny home, make it amazing. I could see this being a good rental for somebody that wants to work in New York. You know, they want to pay.
Oh yeah, maybe rent it, but like,
if you want to make this a rental, I could see it being a cash cow for some single person.
It's just such a funny looking place.
It's just ridiculous.
Looks fake. I didn't know this story was real until you brought it up.
Yeah, I mean, housing, it felt like at the beginning of this year, housing started to taper off. It felt like things sort of settled out. And now it feels like things are thriving again and going crazy. So will New Jersey housing ever be turned around? Probably not. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Josh, now that we're at the end of the podcast, what is the podcast? Like, what's happening? Like, where are we going with this now?
To the moon, baby.
I mean, are we doing an episode every 2 weeks still?
I think that's the plan. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, you want to do that so we let the people know?
Let the people know. Let it be said.
Well, then where does that put us? Is that past... 4th of July is next week?
Yes, sir.
So that puts us at, the 8th? Or the 8th or 9th? That's crazy.
I'll be traveling on the 8th, so it might have to be the 9th.
Oh, so are you back the 9th?
Yeah.
See, guys, this is what happens. It's like we want to do a pod, but then like Josh is traveling 1 week, I'm away somewhere the next week, and then
we're gonna figure it out. Don't black pill. We're gonna figure it out. All right.
You're like Michael Scott making promises that you can't keep.
But Scott Stott.
We're gonna figure it out, will we? I don't know. But I think
Scott,
we will.
What you gonna do?
And I know we didn't put it in earlier because I have to get the soundbite, but call into the mailbag. Let us know how you guys feel about the podcast. What you guys want to see on the podcast. What do you want to see for the Garden State as a whole? And just let us know how you guys are doing. 908-67
9999
3. I almost forgot it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you soon. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. And maybe we'll see you on the 4th of July. Later.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.